All right, we are back. We're live with Penumbra Black Plague. Hope you're all doing fantastic out there. We're raising some money for charity, but we're also doing spooky games. Don't get scared. I am maddyinc, and have my commentator here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ru642, and I run this game professionally. Not really, but I run it sometimes.
And I'm just the poor man who's gotten drug into all this. So that's okay. It's great. We're gonna have a great time, and hopefully I don't eat myself into the abyss too many times. But in case I do, I'm gonna donate $2 for every time I have to reload. And I believe, and yeah, Rue's gonna do the same there. So with that out of the way, we're gonna get into the game, and time starts right as I hit new game here. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Forgot there's this difficulty. We're playing on easy because we're cowards. We're going to start the game with a 15-second uninterruptible cutscene, and then we're going to do an immediate trick to clip ourselves out of this room, and there's about a 50-50 chance of finding ourselves in the abyss. Don't panic if this happens. This is perfectly normal. We're going to be doing a lot of clips like that. There's one. Like I said, this is perfectly normal. This is the start of every Penumbra run.
That's
$4. $4 for charity. I've been told by people who are a lot better at this game than I am that it's about a 50-50 chance. There we go. We're on our way. We're gonna pick up this brick here and break that cable, and we're actually gonna get the insta break. Fantastic. Gonna pick up the syringe, and now there's gonna be a nice man with a flashlight who wants to sell us something. We're not interested, and there's gonna be a few of them throughout the game. Don't worry, nothing scary, nothing to be frightened of, because we get to, hide behind this rack here, and load into the next area. We find ourselves in the vents because we threw ourselves through the world into the loading trigger for this area. And this is going to be a theme.
We've just received two $100 donations.
My God.
We are at $710 currently, where we've received $100 from Cerevis, saying both speedrunning and life can be scary. Seek help when you need it. Go maddyinc. And from Kirchhoff, $100 as well. Spooky, scary game? Here, take this recovery item, Maddie. So you've got $200 in the span of not even 5 minutes. That is incredible. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. That one doesn't count because I didn't find myself in the abyss. I'm just doing this for setup here. But yes, I don't want to minimize. Thank you so much for both of you. I'm going to hit myself in a chair in celebration because that pushes me into the floor and pushes me into the loading zone for the next area. I'm going to grab this.
Okay.
I'm going to grab this box here and start doing a prop hover so I don't die. Find myself in this box and actually get the jump there. This is going to be a lower room. I need to replace a fuse. There we go. And answer this video call. I hope you learned a lot from that lore. I'm then going to be turning around because we now have a disembodied voice. And while we can't stop him really talking, I'm going to try to stop him from controlling my camera. And I was not successful. You need to turn around and enter the door at 2.8 seconds. And I was just a fraction off, so this is going to get to be really annoying really quick because he's going to blur my screen and cause my cursor to wobble around, and it's a pain. But we're going to keep going because there's not much else to do as I carefully try to line this barrel up. As I fall down and stand up, and none of this is under my control outside of carefully trying to get the barrel aligned. Ooh, almost. So we're trying to clip into this wall here. And we're just going to keep suffering. This is normal. There's a specific spot I need to place the barrel to get through, like so. We're going to grab this saw, and to get out, we need an ammo crate to push against the wall, crouch, and through we go. Super easy. We now need to carry this barrel back with us. We need to use this for a few more clips, but we also need this water barrel. We're going to be going through a double door here that we don't have a key for. Now, we can obviously clip through to get our way one direction, but we still don't have the key on the way back, so that door still won't open for us. So first we need to get an object on the other side, which is going to be this barrel. I'm going to shove this barrel through the door because we wedge ourselves between the water barrel and the door, and that props it open enough. And then we're just going to walk through the wall here. Don't worry, the game's collision is intact. Everything is fine. We're now in the infirmary. We're going to hop behind the sofa and throw ourselves into the void. That's second one. We're going to try this a few more times. Probably. This one is highly inconsistent for me. Oh. We got it. We're not out of the woods yet, but that's promising. That's the harder one of the two. We're going to, touch this head a little bit, do some inventory, and now we can pull it from this pedestal, and we're now going to carry that in our inventory. It's fine. And launch ourselves back through and out the way. Now, that barrel that we clipped through is still laying here, so we're going to set that up so that we can avoid using the key we don't have. Like so. And that's going to allow us to run over to the machine room. Now, there's some poisonous gas in our way, but we're on easy. We don't take damage that quickly, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. We're just going to, do that. Now we're in the machine room. We have to actually do an intended solution. So here's a bar. We're going to place in the door and crowbar that open. Inside this next room is going to be a man. We're going to use saw on man. He's going to fall away because reasons. This is going to awaken a giant worm, but we're not walking with rhythm, so we're going to be fine. We're unlocking a valve, and there it is. We're going to stand by this door, do some menuing, and it's going to pop out of this door because I'm standing next to that wall because I'm standing next to it, and we electrocute it, and it has the hand that we need. All standard stuff. We need that hand to both get out of here and go to the library. Apparently we need a head from one person and a hand from a different person to access the library. I don't know. I've never learned the plot of this game. But before we actually get to the library, we need to walk over there. And the disembodied voice in our head, it wants to play some tricks on us. And so as I round the corner here, there is no door. Trust me, there is one. We just need to, walk back around the corner. And lo and behold, there it is. Fantastic. Apply item body parts to the scanner, and we're into the library. We open the secret passageway, hit a button, and this lets us go into a cave system. Why we've built a cave system next to a library, I don't know. This seems like poor planning and bad for archival purposes. We're then going to grab this water barrel and try really hard to do a good prop fly. And this one's not bad. We're almost there. Come on. And that gets us up all the way past that puzzle. We get to ignore a phone call. I'm sure I do that a fair bit of times. I'm positive a few of you out there also don't like answering your video calls, so we're just going to emulate real life and go out into the cold. We pick up a lighter because we need to, and the bridge is now out. There's a few ways to get across here, but the one I'm going to be doing is grabbing this object, and you guessed it, another prop fly. If you've noticed, when I've failed to do a few clips, we bounce away from the wall. And that's the other primary method for getting across. You just abuse that. We're going to pick up some rags, combine that, menuing's hard, and make our way over to these flammable barrels. Stuff alcoholic rags into barrel, light them on fire. They're going to explode because oxygen's a thing, and then we're going to hide behind this small piece of snow, and that's going to totally block any damage that we might take, because physics. We're then going to find ourselves into the infected corridors, and there's going to be more nice men with flashlights. We still don't want what they're selling, so we're going to be wandering through here quickly, but we need to set up a few boxes. There's also a lady in that door. She wants to talk to us and wants to control our camera. Fight that a little bit. We're never going to talk to her, ever. First is this music crate, and try and set this up. That looks about right. These ones are pretty inconsistent for me, so and I only have a little bit of time to try and set them up. I think those both look close. We'll find out in a little bit. Instead, we're going to go to Chem Labs first, which is the most trick-dense part of this run. First, I'm going to pick up a bit of pipe, and we're going to break these other pieces of pipe because they are leaking. And we're just going to hold the bit of pipe next to the broken bits of pipe, and that fixes it because that's how plumbing works. Going to take this box then and carefully line it up on the texture, and it's really fussy. So we're going to take our time. And there we go. That skips a whole big section that is long and slow, and we get to do one big jump through the void. We barricade the door so the nice men can't find us, and take this barrel over here, and this lets us clip past the box into it because we don't want to do crane games. We're going to pick up the crystal, put it down here. Come on. And the door hatch doesn't want to open on its own, so we need to persuade it to do that. And now we need to get ourselves out of the box. And this is a bit of a finicky setup, and I need to kind of jump with a rhythm to gain maximum height. It's not as fast as you can, it's not holding jump, but it is a rhythm. So then, once I'm on top of the glass, we crouch and get ourselves back up over that collision box and turn this lever. Now the last bit, we're going to get back behind this glass and fall into the void. So that's number 3. Got to do that again. This only saves a few seconds, but we're going to do it because it's cool. And it's more money for charity. So we're going to grab this lever, or this valve. We're going to crank it open so the door at the end of all this opens, and we're going to throw ourselves through the void, like that.
Another
Now,
$20 donation coming through from Melina Root, saying,
thank
"So
you very
scared,
much.
please play fast." Thank you so much.
And just like that, despite the place exploding, we're going to make our way through the chem labs, but there's men with flashlights. Hello. We got a wimpy clip there. That one really is close for setup, but we're not going to get it in time. There's a man with flashlight behind us, and that's scary. So, we're going to make our way around here. Our vision is getting all messed up, and we get teleported, so we need to turn around and try and do this again into the next section. If we were a little bit better, I would be able to just clip through that door and avoid all that teleporting and walking around, but instead we're going to find ourselves in the same spot, collecting a bunch of chemicals, because we need to get rid of voices in our head. I don't know why this helps, but the game assures me it does. So we're going to make our way through the vents because this is a normal way to connect your labs. Find the other 3 chemicals we need. And then there's this nice machine with a biohazard symbol on it and a guy on a table. And we're going to put chemicals into the machine, put in a code because we've memorized it, And voila, the machine will work its magic and take the disembodied voice from our head into the head on the table, and we're free. And he wants to get up and thank us, but I'm a little anxious, so we're gonna run away from that. That sounds like a social interaction that I just don't have the tolerance for. So we run a little bit away, and he's off the table there and gives us a cutscene, but we just get to keep running. Out we go. Thankfully, we get a 2.5-minute cutscene here where a bunch of other people want to talk to him, and I think I'm going to pass my commentary over to Brew to take on the second half of this run.
All right, so we are past the chem labs, we're past the research lab, and now we're back in the infected corridors. But just a quick cutscene with the infected here. So pretty much that guy that we got rid of, he will be killed by the other ones, and pretty much all of those are controlled by a hive mind, and this one was special because he wasn't in that hive mind. So yeah, he had to be executed, and now this hive mind will be asking us to do multiple challenges. There is 3 of them, and pretty much that finishes up the game whenever we are through those 3 challenges. So this hive mind will be talking to us a lot, so this is a lot of waiting, so don't worry about it. This is not the speedrunning relevant what Maddie's doing right now, just jumping around, having a great time, because he has to go back into the whole fun again.
I guess if we have any announcements, now would be a fantastic time.
We actually have another donation that rolled in, so fantastic timing on the donation as well. Quinta donated $20 again, saying very nice presentation of the run for somebody for someone that started not so long ago. Big thank you to everybody who's donating, guys. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you to everyone, and hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Hope you're being entertained, and keep those donations rolling in. All right, Rue, I'll hand it back over. Sorry.
So this game is great if you want to get into speedrunning. It's like $10 in Steam, so you get all 3 games of the Penumbra series. So think about it. Very good value. But it's kind of old, you know. It's from around 2007, 2008. All the 3 games. So yeah, just as a heads up. Yeah, so we're still in this hive mind place. We will be teleported to the first stage shortly, which will be a very short one that we pretty much just have to get to the other side of the door. But yeah, that's gonna happen right now. I'm actually not sure. I think you used the rock to fly over, right, Manny?
I sure try to. It doesn't always work, but... Oh, wrong side of the door, and I lost my rock.
No,
you lose your camera up above the wall there, and I didn't move forward quite enough. So now we gotta wait for the door to actually open, because I did the puzzle correctly or something, you know, like a casual person.
If you jump and left and right click at the same time, you can also use it to jump over it. That's what I do.
Yeah, there's a interact fly, but I am not good enough at that to make use of it.
It's interesting, especially if you get the flash and you do the interact fly at the same time. You don't see anything, and you just finish the map at the same time. It's great. But I normally reload. But it's not really good for real time, if you think about it. So trial 2. Yeah, this is pretty simple too. We just run to the end of the map, and we can go around. There's a couple of things you can use to get around in the map. And yeah, walls are just an example, but not a... There is no soulless walls in this game. You can just clip through everything. Doesn't really matter.
Anytime you're between an object and a wall, yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah, walls are suggestions, you can pretty much say. Oh yeah, but we're back at the Hive Mind place. We did our 2 challenges, and now the last one, which is also gonna be a pretty quick and easy one. use this rock to get through to the end of the map. Because the hitbox is bigger than the actual room behind it, you can just load into the next map again. So yeah, there's a lot of hitting triggers from the outside, or a lot of interesting clips from the time to time. Yeah, the world record of this game is actually sub 11 minutes. So yeah, you can tell there is a lot to do with movement. You can also walk diagonally and also jumping specifically. You can do like long jumps and stuff. So the movement is very different. It's probably more comparable with older games or games that they didn't think that walking in a specific direction is faster than walking forward. There's also a quick trick at the end. You can click the painting or like this paper thing on the wall with left and the right click, and do the same with the table, because you have to interact with 4 different items in the room. And if you do it correctly, the screen will turn on.
And
but
that's
if you
time.
don't do it correctly, yeah, then you don't. And that's already time. Damn.
Yep.
That was quick.
Few seconds off PB. I was about 9 seconds off there. So
Very good.
That was Penumbra Black Plague, as best as I could do it, and not too bad actually. I think better than I was expecting for a marathon run. So, some quick shout-outs. Cakery for making an awesome tutorial video and hopping in the stream. Rue, thank you very much for submitting the game in the first place and hanging out with me here. And to everyone else that was in the marathon here donating, watching, spreading the word. You're also all great. Thank you very, very much. Rue, do you have anything?
The only thing I wanted to say is you only had to reload 3 times, I think. I didn't see more times, but I think that's kind of low, right? You did,
I think it
well.
is.
So let's just bump that up to, let's say, 10 at least, and then we'll just both go for the 20.
Absolutely. We reloaded and soft locked 10 times during this run because that's how well it went.
Absolutely. I can't tell otherwise.
I like the way you think.
No, it's a great game, guys. I always suggest, if you ever want to pick up anything in direction of horror, like horror puzzle games, the HPL games are all very interesting. And they're also very different because all of them run on like different engines, so they have different tricks. So between the different engines, so it's a lot of fun. There's a huge community behind it. So yeah, and it's like
Great
I said,
stuff.
it's cheap. $10, you can get 3 games with like a value of at least 12 to 15 hours if you play casually.
Well, sounds great. I've been maddyinc. Thank you all for watching. My commentator here has been Rue642, so give us both a follow if you could. We've used 0 artifacts, we've found 0 notes, and 0 collectibles, so we've learned absolutely nothing about this game. All right, I'll pass it back over to our wonderful host here. Hope you all have a great rest of your marathon.
Thank you.